Hi there, I'm Coach Kenneth, and today's video I'm going to be talking to you about 7 mistakes you must not make in no contact. Well, no contact can be pretty confusing, and there's a lot of conflicting information out there. And when you're going through it, you're going to have a lot of different people telling you different things. So you're going to get really confused about what you should do and what you shouldn't do. Today, I'm going to cover 7 important things that you should not do in no contact. And the reason that you have to really understand these little things is because little things can make a huge difference when you're trying to reattract somebody who's already not feeling that spark or connection with you, right? They're already planning on moving on. So you don't want to do anything that's going to make them more likely to move on, right? You want to do everything in your power to re-attract them. And little things make a massive difference, okay? So these are going to be really helpful, and make sure you stick to these and it will help your chances significantly. All right, so the first thing you really have to know or not make a mistake with is you have to be mentally prepared for no contact. If you're not mentally prepared, you're going to be doomed. You're going to make a lot of mistakes because you have to understand from the get-go, going into no contact, that, when you're no longer reaching out to your ex, you're going to be very emotional. There are going to be some times where you're extremely vulnerable, and you've got to do your best in those moments to put the phone somewhere, give it to somebody, turn it off, do whatever you can not to reach out. Because you're going to feel that separation anxiety, that vulnerability, that fear, that loss of I'm going to lose them, and it's going to make you want to reach out to them, okay? You miss them. You're constantly worried that they're never going to reach out. They were so cold. You just want to get in front of them and talk to them. But that isn't going to help you. So don't try and reach out and talk to them, okay? Get a coaching with us. We will help you. When you're confused and sad and upset, then reach out to them and they're going to get angry and you're going to make it worse. Okay, number 2. Do not assume that friends and family have any insight into your situation. They may be well-meaning, they may care about you, they may even want to help you get back with your ex. But chances are they're going to tell you things that make the situation worse. Why do I know this? Because I see it every single week. Probably every single day, but at least every single week. Your friends and family are not breakup experts. In fact, most of the breakup experts are not even breakup experts. What kind of degree do they have? Where is their education? They're making it up and calling themselves love doctors. Why? Okay? Don't assume that your friends and family are breakup experts. Trust me, I've seen so many people have family get upset, they want to protect you, they're angry at your ex. And even if they are in contact with your ex, a lot of times they misconvey information to you through their filter of what they think your ex said or meant. And they twist it around, and now it gets out of hand, gets worse. I see this one all the time. Okay, here's a third one. This is a big one. Emotionally dumping on your ex. Unloading on them. You had this person as your partner for many years. In a lot of cases, you want to talk to them about how you feel. You want to tell them what you're going through. You want to tell them how much you miss them. Don't do it. It often makes them more frustrated and angry. I often have people tell me that one of the hardest parts about being in no contact is missing having that person there to tell them what you're going through and everything that you're feeling. That's the person you want to talk to the most, and unfortunately, that's the person that you have to talk to the least, at least unless they're the ones reaching out, trying to repair this and talk with you. Then that's a different situation. But we often think that If we tell them how we feel, it will help with that connection, that they'll see that we care. Like, I have a lot of people that have been neglectful to their ex, but now they want to reach out to them. They want to tell them how much they care and how much they've changed. I know it feels overwhelming, but now is not the time to do that, okay? Let them be. Don't dump your emotions and feelings on them. Okay, here's number 4. This is another big one. Ultimately, you want your ex to be curious about you. That's absolutely critical. So don't tell them what you're doing, okay? Don't lurk around. Don't watch their stories. Don't keep tabs on them, because that tells them that you're not going away. Here's another one that is tied with not telling them what you're doing. Don't tell them that you're going no contact. You don't want to let them know, hey, I'm just letting you know I'm going no contact. Remember what I said about curiosity just a minute ago? That goes out the window when you tell them about no contact. Watching their stories. That makes them feel like you're still there. You haven't let go. That you need to know what they're doing. And that reassures them. So you don't want to do that. The other thing is that if you watch their stories, it's most likely at some point going to trigger you and make you upset. And when that happens, one of the other don'ts that I just mentioned is going to happen. You're going to get upset. You're going to reach out to them. Actually, that's the next one I'm going to get to. You're going to dump on them. You're going to get angry at them. All of these things are going to come up because you were watching what they were doing. So don't watch your stories. It's just going to trigger you and make you upset, okay? And you're going to get a lot more anxious. Okay, number 5. Just hinted at it. Breaking no contact. I know it's hard. Every day can feel like a struggle. Every hour can feel like a struggle. But I'm telling you exactly what I would do in this situation. And that I've navigated breakups thousands of times and had thousands of people get their ex back. You can see lots of stories in the channel, in the comments, all along the way. In the videos, people share in their videos, in the emails. So trust me when I tell you, you don't want to break no contact. Let them reach out to you. Let them miss you. Don't tell them they still have you. All the missing goes away, and they're no longer afraid of losing you when that happens. And in many cases, you're still not ready to talk to them or see them yet, because chances are you don't even realize a lot of the issues that were going on in the relationship, the mistakes that you were making, the things that you had done that were negative or turned them off. This is why you have to do the knowledge 30 minutes a day or the creative healing course. The people that do those 30 minutes a day, they truly transform their life. Look at their comments. People say it in the videos all the time, how the workbooks and the course have changed their life. You've got to do them. Those of you that do are going to come out way ahead of the people that don't. And you're likely struggling with issues that you haven't even realized yet. And so is your ex. And the more you understand attachment issues and go through the workbooks, the better prepared you're going to be to turn things around and reattract them. Okay, this is a big one. Number 6, stop assuming you know everything that's going on with them. You don't. Not only do you know only just a fraction of where they're at and what they're doing, you only know a fraction of how they're feeling, if anything. Now, maybe they've told you a little bit, maybe they've posted a little bit, but don't assume and mind read. Most of you guys are mind reading and are convinced, I know what my ex is thinking and feeling. No, you don't. No, you don't. You may have some ideas, but many of you are completely off. And many of you have no idea of any information about a breakup or what people go through. And your ideas are coming from friends and family or stuff you've seen here and there. And it's completely off base. I can't tell you how many times I've had people that were convinced they knew the answer to something. And I was like, I'm not seeing this situation like that at all. So do not assume that you know what they're thinking, you know what they're feeling, that they're just done and over you, that they're happy, their life is complete, they're just thrilled with this new job or this person they're dating, and you're never going to hear from them again. because it rarely goes like that, okay? Number 7, staying friends with an ex. It's like working a job and then your boss cutting your pay in half and you say, all right, I'll keep working the same amount of hours and doing the same amount of work and getting half the pay, okay? You'll be miserable. You'll be very unhappy if you settle for being friends with an ex. Some people will tell you, stay friends with your ex. Hang out in the background. Let them see you've changed. I don't think it works that way. It looks weak. It looks like you're settling to be a backup and they no longer are excited about you. You're just a backup. People aren't excited about their backup. They're excited about that one challenging person. You're not being a challenge if you're staying friends. You look weak and you're settling for a lot less. You can do it, but you're going to be miserable. Look at people who talk about that they did it. They're really unhappy. So I have a bonus one here too. If you don't work on your attachment issues, if you don't evaluate your mental health, your insecurities, and your behavior in this relationship, you're doomed to fail in your next relationship, whether it's with them or with other people. You may not want to hear it, but I'm warning you because I've seen it for years. You have to make your mental health and becoming a more secure, confident person your number one priority. Because when you do, regardless of what happens with your ex, you're going to be in a good place. You can't control somebody else. You can do things that may help your situation, but you can't control them. And ultimately, you want to have a good relationship with yourself where you love and respect yourself and you love and respect the other people that you're with. I could tell you that when you are anxious or you're avoidant, you are going to do a lot of things that turn people off and push them away. The more confident and secure you become, the more anyone will be naturally drawn to you. Because another big mistake that goes along with this is that I see many people, they do just fine with dating till they find the person they really like. And then they make all the mistakes. You've got to become truly secure to keep the people you want the most. I'm telling you, you're going to see, you'll hang out with people and hook up with some people. Those people won't be the challenge. It will be the people that you really like that you're going to be the most likely to mess up on. So you've got to do the work. Do the knowledge or the creative healing course 30 minutes a day. It will make a major payoff in your life. I promise you. I didn't release any product till I had something that I was absolutely certain I loved and would change your life. Okay? You can go back and look. I had 500 videos out before I even made the knowledge. Okay? And then we took another year before we developed the second volume, 6 through 10. And then we took even longer before we developed the creative healing course. But look at what people say about it. It's meant to change your life. It's not just some cheap get your ex back guide. It's about truly transforming your life. Quite frankly, you're probably the most motivated you're ever going to be in your life during a breakup. Use it. It's going to pay off. Most of you will hear from your ex at some point, and you want to be ready. Okay? And of course, I will be happy to help get you ready through coaching. If you want to get a coaching with me, you can do it on my website, askcraig.net. I do email coaching and I do Skype. But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth, and I will talk with you soon.